Hi everyone, it's Leigh here from Leigh's Art Studio. Welcome back again to another Margarete Miller. And I just want to say thanks to everyone for tuning in each week. Really means a lot to me. And it's been amazing to see so many viewers enjoying my videos and leaving lovely comments and hitting the like button, etc. So that's just awesome. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Makes my day when I read some of them. They're just awesome. Another thing I've found since I've been involved with doing the collages is the crafting community is so friendly. That everyone just lovely and everybody's willing to help everybody else out and pass on knowledge, and wonderful community. And I'm so happy that I took Julie's advice. So that's Julie from Art and Junk Journals with Julie, who said to me that I should try doing these collages, and it's made such a difference to my channel. I was on the verge of, walking away from my channel, and going down the crafty lane has turned everything around. So thanks very much each and every single one of you. If you are enjoying my videos and you find value here and you're not already a subscriber, then I'd like to invite you to be subscribed to the channel. Just click the button, turn on the notifications, then you'll know when I'm putting up something new. But I do 2 or 3 videos a week. That's probably the best way to support me and help me keep going, and it is very much appreciated. So let's get on with Margarete Miller. For people who do not know what Margarete Miller is all about, Margarete is a lady who has her own YouTube channel, and she has this yearly collage challenge. So you get 52 weekly assignments, and you can either download her book from her website or download just the actual assignments, which is what I did. So every week, new prompts to create your collage with. And for this week, the prompts are a poem, a bird, a measurement, stitching, real, drawn or stamped, repeated rubber stamping, and the bonus is a portion of a used envelope. So that's what we've got to have in our collage this week. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces. So this is the book that I've been putting them into, and this is last week's one, which was to use a takeaway menu to create your collage. And I decided to just work my way through the book instead of finding an empty page. So I've decided the first thing I'm going to do is put some colours on this background. I don't want it to be too in your face. I want it to be nice and gentle. Yeah, I want it to be subtle in a way, so I'm going to just smush some Distress Oxides on here. And I've got Antique Linen and Speckled Egg. I've also got Wild Honey, so those are yellows and that's a greeny sort of colour. I think I'll use them as my background colours. I'm just going to use an acrylic block to apply that. Just a bit on there. Because the the focal point of the collage is a bird to a certain extent, I thought that's nice because it sort of reminds me of the colour of birds' eggs. Oops. Well, it is called Speckled Egg too. I guess that's what they based the colour on when they made it. I might cover up that smear. It doesn't matter too much because it's probably going to be covered by the collage anyway. Cover it with some blobs instead. Okay. Yeah, something that I'd done once before, just while that is drying, like in the early stages, ran around the edge of the page with the ink. What it does for me when I'm doing these, apart from the way it looks, it makes me feel like I'm working within a constrained area. So it keeps me focused on the center of the page to a certain extent. I don't know how, but I mean, the edge of the page is there whether it's got ink around it or not. So definitely a mind over matter thing for me, I believe. That's dry enough to add something else on there. So I'll put some of this antique linen on. It's a nice gentle sort of yellow colour. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I'm running late with my video. Had some technical issues, and I'm hoping, this is the third time I've filmed this, so I'm hoping that whatever happened is not going to happen again. I think it was something that I was doing, it was my fault. One of the prompts is to use repeated stamping, which I will do shortly. I'll dry that. That's dry enough to do some stenciling over. So with this particular stencil here, I'm just going to use one of the colours that I've used just then. Put a little bit of that on. I don't want it to be too dark. I think I'll go with the yellow, the antique honey first. Oh, antique linen. It doesn't really look like it's done anything, but when you take the stencil off, it still doesn't look like it's done anything. Alright, you can see it. I'll just make it a little bit darker. It looks like now. Yeah, that's better. That's pretty. Happy with that. I might use the other side. Oh no, it clings one side only. Okay, it's going to have to go this way. I was trying to get it to mirror, you know, be facing the other way. I could do it, but that's the clingy side of the stencil. So if I do, I'll take away the stickiness. So it would never be a cling stencil again if I did that. I really like using these makeup brushes for stenciling, for ink anyway. They just put the right amount through. Get right in the holes. Okay, so let's rip that off and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's a bit bare down here though, I think. So I'm thinking it's mainly this bit. So what can I put there? Just that, I think. I'm just going to use whatever's left on the brush. Won't re-ink. Yeah, that's better. Just taking that whiteness away from that area. So my bird image is this one. And I chose this one because it covers two of the prompts. It's a bird and then it's got measurements on it. So it's sitting on a signpost and it's saying what the distances are to different places. Not written in English though. It's out of a Daphne's Diary, this image. So I'm not sure what it related to. There's something about Hans Christian Andersen written there. I'm just going to tear around that. I don't like the squareness. They like straight edges and pointy corners. Leave that like give it a little bit of an inking. So that's that. I've got a poem out of an Australian poetry book. It's about 50 years old, I suppose. I don't know, the poems themselves would be older for sure. And this one is about winter, so I'm going to put that in because it talks about magpies. Or it mentions magpies. When magpies sing in sky and tree. So I like that. I love magpies. But they can be a little bit naughty when it's breeding season. You wouldn't want to walk through the area where their nests are. You might get swooped. Just give that a quick inking. Did I ask how everybody was? I hope you're all well. Enjoying whatever season you're in at the moment. It's autumn here. So this is one of my favourite times of the year because it's just fresh in the morning. The days are quite warm. I do love the freshness of the morning. So I've got my poem, I've got my bird and my measurement. So I need to put some stamping on my page. So I've got my text stamp here. And I'm thinking that I will probably use this blue colour, same as I did the edging with. Just put some of that here and there. It's my desk squeaking, if you're wondering what it is. I've got to look into what that problem is. Add it to the list. Okay, I'm happy with that. I've got another little stamp. I've got a dragonfly, but I'll put that on later. I've got this little flowery stamp. Put a few of them in because they're subtle in a way. They don't sort of interfere with anything else. Okay, I'll do for them. Stitching, real, drawn or stamped is something else that we need to put in there. And I do have a stamp, a cling stamp of a needle and thread. I'll just pop a couple of them on there. That'll do for that for now. So I have my poem, I have my bird. Pop that on there like that. What else have I got? Got a little bit of music paper. I'll use that side. Trim that down a bit. It's a little bit too big. I'm actually thinking that needs to come down. Just smallify it. Yeah, I think that's better. Put the song over the music there so it looks like the bird, and it's bird song. And my poem is there. The bonus is part of an envelope, of a used envelope. So this is one that I tea-dyed from it's from the bank. I wonder what I can do with that. Because I can put something inside the window. bit off. How that'll look if I put, yeah, I might put that like that. Pop that there. It makes the bird too big, doesn't it? That's annoying. Maybe if I move it up, put it up higher, get rid of a bit more of the bottom. Alright, I'm gonna put that in there. Do that. It's a bit too the samey same to me. I'll edge this with ink. Might bring it out a bit. I'm going to cut that down and tear it down a bit. See how this looks now. Bird's sort of lost in there, isn't it? So maybe I think I need a bigger bird. You're going to need a bigger bird. Okay, let me find a bigger bird. I found this bird in a children's storybook, so I'm going to use that bird. I'm still going to put this one inside that envelope, like that. Now I did cut down the poem a little bit smaller, and that can go there, I think. Like that. This bird can sit there. What else have I got? I kept the bit that I tore off the side because I thought I might put it over here. I just noticed on this envelope it's got stay safe and connected. Oh, it's on a bank envelope. It's nice. So I haven't got my prompts because with the problems that I was having with my camera or my footage, I don't know what the problem was. I actually did 2 others. So this is the 3rd time I've done this. That was my original, so there was my prompts. I didn't want to print them off again. So then the next one I did was this one. So I wrote the prompts out on a piece of the same envelope. So probably do something like this and write my prompts onto a piece of the envelope. So that one's got yesterday's date on it. We'll come back to that. I might use that piece onto it. I don't like the Heritage Bank bit being there, so that gives me even less room. Anyway, I'll work that out in a moment. Oh, stitching. I haven't done my stitching. I see back on this other one, I actually stitched around the poem with embroidery thread. So I'm thinking maybe I might do something like that on this. Perhaps stitch that bird into there. I'm not liking that, the bottom of this with all that white. Too white. That's better. I might sew, I will sew the bird into into the envelope, the window. I'll just start here. Hopefully I won't stick that through my finger. Actually I want it to go that way, so I've got a piece on the end. Those envelopes are tougher than you think. Doing a bit of a job getting that needle through. Inevitably I'm going to stick myself with the needle, because every time I do something, like if I use my oven, I burn my hand putting whatever it is into the oven. If I'm using my iron, I burn myself in pretty much every time I use the iron. Same with the glue gun. It's a dangerous life. What's that? Is an expression, suffering for your craft or something like that? Okay, I don't remember how it goes. Certainly do a bit of suffering. But it's all self-inflicted, of course. Maybe if I put the needle down on the page. Yeah, push through. I'll probably finish it and it'll look like, yuck. We'll see. The stitches are getting bigger and bigger, trying to get it done faster. We're on the home straight. Be careful here. Okay, so I can bring this last one up close to the other, because I want to tie them and leave the thread hanging. Hopefully it's enough to tie. Okay, that'll do. Happy with that. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is just put a little bit of something somewhere else. Looks a bit plain. How's it looking? I suppose it's not too bad. Just need something around the edge of the page, I think. I'm going to, what? I think I'll just use Vintage Photo, and I've got that little stencil. Could put some of that around the edge. So I'm just going to try it. Yeah, like that. Put a little bit in there. And maybe a bit here. Right, I'm going to glue that down before I forget where it all belongs. Just tack it to start with and then I'll glue it properly. It's crooked. Need to put a little bit extra on the corners, just on the edges maybe. I'll pop my bird in there. Like that. Yep. Needle and thread stamp, I'm just going to put one of them on there. I need to glue that together so I can put a little bit of a stamp on it. So, and I still need to find a biro so I can write my prompts down. Ah dear, where'd it go? Maybe I'll just use this felt pen. Probably won't work. So we need, I'll put the hashtag first, 2022 CWP13, and so poem, bird, not writing it out in full measurement, stitching, stamping. Why did I do one S like that and one S like that? That's really weird. And portion, oh, I can't spell, can't write, of a used envelope. And that's the bonus. So I'm going to put a stamp on that, if I can find it. There it is. Ink that edge there. I want to find another little bird to put on this page. So fussy cut a little bird out of the same book as this one came out of. So to glue that onto there like that, but I also pulled apart a bit of the thread from here, which I'm going to tangle up and glue on that page as well. I want it a bit rattier than that. Like that. Put a little bird on there, and maybe that can go up here. up there. Okay, so I want a glue that will stick to that. See how this goes. There's heaps of it. That's okay, that glue will dry clear, I hope. I'm just going to pop that down. Need to close that up. Okay, so now I just want to do a little bit of decorating. Not much. Just going to run a little scribbly border around the edge. That's my favourite one to do. Nice and simple, but effective. I always like to go over it twice. I'm not trying to make it straight. Oh, I don't really care, I'm just letting the pen go wherever it wants to go. Reminds me a little bit of the neographic doodle with the coin. Okay, so today's date is the 27th now. The 27th, I'm just put the date somewhere. Not sure where. Colour. Probably just go with this blue, I think. Gotta make sure that's working right. Yeah. I've done it before when I've put the numbers around the wrong way. Have like the 72nd instead of the 27th. Okay, so a few little gold splatters, I think, and that'll be it. I heard somebody say something about gold splatters being out of vogue, but I don't know about that. I don't think, well, in my book they're never going to go out of mode, out of vogue, whatever it is, because I love them. I'm like a magpie, I like sparkly. Shiny. That'll do. Okay. So I have my poem. I've got a bit of poem on each page. Got a bird. Got 3 birds in there. Got measurement, which is the miles on the travel sign here. Stitching around the envelope, and I've also got my needle and thread stamp, repeated stamping. I've stamped text all over the background, as well as a few of those flowers and the needle and thread stamp. And I used the bonus, which is the portion of a used envelope. So that's it. I don't know if you can see the shiny. Love the shiny. Anyway, so 3rd time lucky. We'll take the card out of the camera and hope for the best. So if this one doesn't work, I probably won't be doing one this week. That'll be the first time. Oh, I do have this Dragonfly. I did want to put that on there, so I'm just going to find. I've got a nice gold ink pad. So put a couple of them on. I was going to use some washi tape on it as well. Yeah, I may still do that actually. Washi tape is here. Just move that away because the paint's still wet. What colour? What design? Nope. Oops. That's not bad. I've got that one, which is just sort of plain. Got this one, which is similar to the colour of the ink, so I use some of that. I don't want too much, just a little bit. Second frame, yep. Tear it down the middle. Put that bit there. A little bit there. Just a couple of random bits. No particular reason. Oops, there we go, that'll do. Alright, hope you enjoyed watching that process. I'm glad you haven't had to live through it, as I have, 3 times. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the playlist. Don't forget to check out our Julie's channel and my channel for our playlists for our own challenges. So we have a collage challenge and we have a doodle challenge. So yeah, you'll find links to all those in my description box, as well as links to Margarete Miller's channel and shop if you want to purchase her prompts or download her her journal, her planner. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Thanks again for watching. Remember, creativity is contagious. Spread it around or pass it on. Be kinder than you need to be. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers from Australia. Bye for now.